What's going on, people? It's your boy that guy Ike. You're checking out another episode of One Race Lifestyle, and today we're going to be removing the wheels off the bike, and I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, stay tuned. Make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe, thumbs up, bell for notifications. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at One Race Lifestyle, and also check out my website www.oneracalifestyle.com. So today we are going to get into it. As most of you know, I'm doing some work on the bike. It's hella dirty right now, as you can see, but I'm removing the wheels off, and I figured it'd be a good time to show you how to do so. Some of the things you're going to be needing is a few sockets or a nice tool set. This is a 12 millimeter. You're also going to need a 25 for the axle bolt, and then I have another one over here, which is a 14, which would be for the for one of the brake caliper bolts. For some reason, they're not the same size. So what you want to do is you want to unloosen everything. You want to take the brakes off. I got some zip ties as well, so that way the brakes aren't dangling. You don't want to leave them hanging. So I got some zip ties to put those up, but I'm going to take the brake caliper off. I'm going to remove the ABS, which is this right here, as you can see that I'm pointing to, brake caliper, ABS sensor. Then I'm going to unloosen the axle nut, and I'm not going to pull anything off until I get the bike suspended on the rear stand at least. All right, so let's go ahead and start breaking everything down, and I'll show you how to do it. All right, so first, let me go and move this over this way. I got a couple cameras going, but first we're gonna go ahead and take off the brake caliper bolt. Like I said, this one's a 14. There we go. That loose, get that taken out. You also wanna wear some gloves too. I didn't feel like getting my hands dirty. You know, getting my hands dirty while not getting my hands dirty, you know what I mean? So we'll go ahead and take it out. Don't worry, it's not going to scratch up anything. Everybody's okay. You also want to keep a nice a bag so you keep everything together, so you know what's what. But this is the first bolt for the brake caliper. What's going to suck is that I'm not going to be riding for a couple, I don't know, maybe about a good couple weeks until these wheels get done. Once I pull them off, I'm going to clean them up and get them ready for, you know, for my guy that's going to be taking care of them. So go ahead and get that bolt out. Want to make sure we put that aside there. Then you want to go ahead and jump to the other one. This one, like I said, for some reason is smaller. It's a 12. So we'll go ahead and get this one out. Break that one loose. And as you see, bolts are out. Caliper should come right off, as it does. And these brakes need to be done. And actually, that's what I'm gonna do as well. I'm gonna take some time to get these brakes done while I do this, while I'm making this change. Looks like something pretty simple to do. So I'm just gonna sit this on the spool for now, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take off the ABS, because that needs to come off as well, as you see. Gonna get that out. That takes off the rear ABS sensor, which is that right there. Pulls that out. You want to keep all your stuff together. So now pretty much we can get ready to go. We can get ready to go to just go ahead and taking everything off. I'm gonna go ahead and get this brake caliper suspended. I'm probably gonna put it right here on the rear set, and I'll be right back. All right, so as you see, I got the caliper right now. I just clipped it to the exhaust. It's not too heavy and it's not too far, so it's good. Actually, these brakes aren't too bad. Rear brakes are fine, so we can keep them. I rarely use them, but I already started breaking loose the rear axle bolt right here, as you can see. Like I said, this one will be a 25 millimeter. So you want to go ahead and start taking that loose. And like I said, before I get everything fully taken off, I am going to go ahead and make sure that the bike is on the rear stand first. So we're also going to have to loosen these as well. These are chain tensioners, because you're going to have to be able to slide it front and back. So I will go ahead and get those taken off. Let me see what size those are. Those would also be a 12 millimeter. So what I'm going to use is my 12 millimeter wrench. I'm going to start taking those off with a chain tensioner, at least backing them up a little bit, which will make it easier to pull off the bike. There is two one on each side, one over here as well. So go ahead and start loosening that one down. Then once I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and put the bike on the stand. Before I take both wheels off, I'm gonna make sure that the bike is on both stands before I do it. So I'm just kind of loosening everything up right now, so that way I can get it off. Then we go ahead and take your stand, get my stuff out of the way that I need. Take your rear stand again, put it up under the swing arm, as so. Make sure it's latched up under there. That side should be good. And you want to go ahead and get the bike suspended onto the stand, as so. All right, so bike is now on the rear stand. Everything is pretty much loose for the rear one. I'm gonna go ahead and take you to the front. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the front brake. The front brake are these two bolts here, which I think you can see them, these two. Both of these are 12 millimeters. I already got my 12 millimeter up there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and knock those off. Like I said, you wanna do the same thing in the front that you did in the back, which is take off your stuff first, especially your brakes, and get them loosened and out of the way before you take the wheel off of the motorcycle. All right, so both of these are 12s. And I already got my zip tie handy. I just got to find out where I want to put it. I'm probably just going to wrap it around the fork up there. Once that comes off, I'm pretty sure I got to do my front brakes. I know these got to be done for damn sure. Whew. Yeah, front brakes I definitely got to do. So we'll go ahead and get those done. You know, like I said, same thing, just pretty much before I put the wheels back on after they come back from powder coat. So if you don't notice the difference in the lighting outside, I forgot that you're gonna need this piece. All right, so you're gonna need this piece right here. This is a 12 millimeter hex socket. Good thing I have neighbors that are gearheads. Like I got this from my man Nelson that lives a couple homes down. He's in my previous vlog with the purple Harley. That's his. Good looking out. 12 millimeter hex socket for the axle bolt for the front wheel. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy taken off right now. All right, so I broke the axle loose. I'm not gonna take it all the way out because if I do, the wheel will fall. So I got it loose enough. So now we're gonna go ahead and prop the bike up on the front fork stands, lift it up, and we're gonna go ahead and get this wheel off. As you've seen earlier, the brake is already off, and we're gonna go ahead and get this taken off. So as you see now, the bike is fully up, front and rear stand. We're gonna go ahead and take this front wheel off. Go ahead and get this out. There's also a pin right here that you're gonna have to pull out as well, which will allow you to release this this front axle bolt. You want to hold the wheel because once this thing starts coming out, the wheel is probably going to fall down. So you want to go ahead and just adjust you there. So you want to go ahead and make sure you got it. All right, so as you can see, the front wheel is now off. I got to remove the brake disc. So which those are just little hex bolts. I'll go to remove those off. There's a spacer that's going to come out of the wheel. The bearings are going to have to come out of the wheel as well. And once I get the tire off, this bad boy will be ready to go off for powder coating. It's going to be pretty much the same thing with the back. I'm going to remove everything off of it, like the sprocket, which I got a new one anyway. Also, anything else like bearings, spacers, things like that are going to come off as well. And remove the tire, and that one will be off for powder coating. When you do go to remove the wheels off, the axle is going to be all the way in here. You're going to have to unscrew it out. You might want to have something where you can at least like tap the axle out, put it in a little hole and tap it the rest of the way. Makes it easier to pull. Make sure you keep everything that you have together. All the bolts for the wheels. If it's the front wheel, separate it and keep them in an envelope for the front, or a baggie in the front. If it's for the rear, separate it, keep it in a baggie for the rear. The bike is going to remain like this for a couple weeks, maybe a couple days, I don't know, and we will see where it goes from here. All right. I hope this helps you out with removing the tires, setting your bike up on jack stands. This is your boy, That Guy Ike, and I can't wait for you to see how this bike is going to turn out when it's done. Make sure you smash that subscribe. Once again, thumbs up, bells for notification, and I'll holla at you later.